Good day, everyone. It's another day and another lesson to learn. Welcome to another session of V's class. In this video, we are going to discuss about measures of position, group data. At the end of the video, you will be able to solve problems involving measures of position and interpret the result of the computed values. Let's start with quartile. Formula. Q sub k is equal to LL sub QK plus Kn over 4 minus less than cumulative frequency divided by frequency of the QK times I, where dk is the kth quartile or the position, Kn divided by 4 is the conventional formula to guide in locating the approximate kth position, C sub Fb is the cumulative frequency below the kth quartile class, F sub dk is the frequency of the kth quartile class, LLdk is the lower class boundary of the kth quartile class, and the I is the class width. Let's have an example. In this example, we are going to find Q sub 3. The class interval is as follows: 35 to 39, 30 to 34, 25 to 29, 20 to 24, with its corresponding frequency 5, 28, 17, and 4. There are only 4 easy steps to solve this. First one, complete the table by completing the less than cumulative frequency. Step 2, find the kth position. Step 3, identify the given. And step 4, substitute. Right after that, we will be interpreting the results. Let's start. Let's complete the table. To complete the table, let's look at the less than cumulative frequency area. Of course, this is less than cumulative frequency, therefore, we will start at the least class interval, and that's 20 to 24. To do that one, that would give us 4 plus 17 is 21, plus 28 is 49, plus 5 is 54. Now, if you're going to solve or to look for the n, to add them all, 5 plus 28 plus 17 plus 4, that would give you 54. Now, we already done completing the table. Let's go to finding the kth position, meaning this is the position that we're looking for. Since we're going to look for the third quartile, then we will use Q sub k is equal to Kn over 4. So Kn over 4. Again, K is 3 and N is 54. Divided by 4, that would give you 40.5. Now, your 40.5 is the class that we are referring to, meaning that is the Q sub 3 class. To do that one, we will be locating 40.5 based on the less than cumulative frequency. Where can we see 40.5 on the less than cumulative frequency? Of course, it is located here. Therefore, this one is third quartile class. That would be the basis of identifying the given. Now, we will identify the given. We will base the given through the third quartile class. Take note that this is your third quartile class. Let's base it through the given formula. Let's start with LLQK. That is the lower limit class boundary. So therefore, it's 29.5. Next is Kn over 4. It's already given, which is 40.5. Next is C sub Fb, or the less than cumulative frequency below. So that is 21. Take note, this is taken from, of course, based on the third quartile class, and below it is 21. Take note, it's cumulative frequency below that kth class. Next is the frequency, which is 28. And the last is the class size or the class width, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34. Therefore, it is 5. After that, we will be substituting it to the given formula. That is, Q sub 3 is equal to 29.5 plus Kn over 4 is 40.5 minus C sub FB is 21 divided by F, which is 28, times 5, which is the I. Next, simplify it further. 21.5 plus, if you're going to use your calculator, that would give you 3.48. Add them, that would give you 32.98. And this is now your third quartile. Now, to interpret this one, it is just similar to interpreting the ungrouped data. If this is your set of data, and this would be your third quartile class. Third quartile class, it's 32.98. Therefore, this belongs to lower 75% of the class, and this one is the upper 25% of the class. Therefore, if your score is greater than 32.98, then you belong to the upper 25% of the class. But if your score is less than or equal to 32.98, therefore you belong to less than 75% of the class. Next, let's go to decile. The formula class is somehow the same with the quartile. However, the difference is just this. It is 10. Let's go to the given example. Steps are just the same. The given are just the same. We are just going to find D sub 7 or decile 7. To do that one, we will complete the table. 4 plus 17 is 21, plus 28 is 49, plus 5 is 54, which is also equal to your n, which is 54. Now, let's find the kth formula. To look for the kth formula, always use the formula Kn over 10. To do that one, let's have D sub 7, so 7 times n, which is 54, divided by 10. That would give you 37.8. This will now be our basis in identifying the D sub 7 class. Where does 37.8 belong? Now, 37.8 belongs to this class. Because, as you can see, class 37.8 is under 49. That is your D sub 7 class, which is the basis in identifying the given. Now, let's proceed to identifying the given. LL DK is equal to 29.5 because it's 30 minus 0.5 is 29.5. Next, Kn over 10 is equal to 37.38. Next is C sub FB is equal to 21. Your F sub DK is equal to 28. And your I is 5. Take note that 28 is the frequency of the D sub 7 class. Your C sub FB is 21 because this is your less than cumulative frequency, and below that is 21. Now, we will proceed to substituting the given to the formula. That is D sub 7 is equal to 29.5 plus 37.8, which is the Kn divided by 10, minus C sub FB, which is 21, divided by F, which is 28, times 5. So that would give you 29.5 plus 3 is 32.5. Therefore, that is your D sub 7. If you're going to interpret it, and hypothetically these are the set of scores, D sub 7 is somewhere here. And in that case, the lower percentage would be 70% and the upper is 30%. So if your score is greater than 32.5, then you belong to the upper 30% of the class. But if your score is less than or equal to 32.5, then you belong to the lower 70% of the class. Let's proceed to percentile. For percentile, it is just the same to the given formula. The difference is just the denominator for your Kn is 100. Let's proceed to the example. Let's find P sub 75. We will follow the same steps, the 4 easy steps. First step is to complete the table. Less than cumulative frequency. That is 4 plus 17 is 21, plus 28 is 49, plus 5 is 54, where n is also equal to 54. Let's find the kth position. Take note, we will follow the formula for the ungrouped data. So it's Kn divided by 100. That would give you 75, which is the K, times 54 divided by 100. That is equal to 40.5. In that case, that is now our basis in identifying the P sub 75 class. Where does 40.5 belong? It belongs to this class. So in that case, we are now going to identify the given. Start with the LLPK is equal to 30 minus 0.5 is 29.5. Next, Kn over 100 is 40.5. While the C sub FB, which is the cumulative frequency less than the kth class, that is 21. Next is F sub PK is equal to 28. Class size is 5. Let's substitute it to the given formula. That is P sub 75 is equal to LL sub PK is 29.5 plus Kn over 100 is 40.5 minus C sub FB is 21 divided by F sub PK is 28 times 5, which is the class size. That would give you 29.5 plus 3.48 is equal to 32.98. Therefore, your P sub 75 is 32.38. If you're going to interpret the results, P sub 75 is somewhere here. The division would be lower 75% of the class and upper 25% of the class. If your score is greater than 32.98, therefore you belong to the upper 25% of the class. But if your score is less than 32.98, then you belong to the lower 75% of the class. Now you try this one. Find P sub 75, D4, Q1, then interpret the results. Thank you very much everyone and have a good day.